You check your investment account after a full year of consistency, and there it is, a $300 gain. It looks almost embarrassing sitting next to a $50,000 paycheck. That massive gap between effort and reward in the first few years causes most people to abandon their strategy. They feel the math has failed, which often leads to chasing hot stocks or timing the market out of desperation. Your salary is a straight line. You work, you get paid. But the market is noisy. It goes sideways for months, dips for no apparent reason, and then jumps up when you aren't paying attention. Those early gains are the structural work required to assemble a compounding engine. They are not designed to be spendable profit. They are the foundation for what comes later. When those early dollar amounts feel invisible against your salary, you have reached the mathematical proof that you are correctly building the base. This chart tracks the first 5 years of a standard portfolio. If you invest $6,000 a year and earn a historical average return of roughly 10%, year 1 gives you about $300 in growth. This is the contribution dominance phase. In these early years, over 80% of your portfolio's growth comes directly from your deposits. Your manual labor is doing the heavy lifting. But look at year 3. The dividends reinvested from previous years are now generating their own returns. The engine has more cylinders firing. Pushing a portfolio is like moving a heavy boulder up a hill. At first, you'd provide all the force, but as the hill levels off and the massive boulder gains momentum, it starts moving on its own. Those tiny early gains are the mandatory physical phase, required to accumulate the critical mass needed for exponential growth. This graph shows the shift into return dominance, the structural crossover where your autonomous market returns permanently outpace your annual deposits. The ultimate threshold occurs when the average annual returns from your portfolio match what your job pays you in an entire year. Using the S&P 500's long-run average of 10%, a $500,000 base produces $50,000 in average annual growth. That is the number where the game flips. Consider what happens to a $50,000 paycheck before it reaches your bank. Federal and state taxes, your insurance premiums, and the costs of commuting drain that value every single day. Your portfolio lacks these frictions. When your investments grow by $50,000, the full amount stays in the engine to multiply again. Crossing this line rarely feels like a victory. You will likely open your account on a random Tuesday during an unremarkable market year and realize the math has simply landed on a larger number. A $50,000 portfolio return represents a frictionless, self-sustaining wealth engine. It provides the same spending power as your salary without requiring your human labor to produce it. After this crossover, the wealth scales aggressively. A $500,000 portfolio left untouched can double to $1 million in about 7 years, solely because the returns are earning their own returns. To reach this point, first identify your specific income target. Then convert that to a portfolio goal. If you assume a 6% average return, multiply your target by 16.7. For a more conservative 4% withdrawal rate, multiply by 25. Third, automate the system using low-cost index funds. Vanguard's research consistently shows that minimizing expense ratios, the fees you pay to manage the fund, is one of the strongest predictors of long-term success. Fourth, shift your focus. Instead of checking monthly swings, strictly log your rolling 3 to 5 year averages. This smooths out the market noise and shows the real trend. Finally, you must stay in your seat. The compounding engine completely breaks the moment you pull the plug. Withdrawing money during flat or red periods destroys the momentum you spent years building. That initial $300 gain represents the first compression of a massive spring. You just need to hold steady until the math releases that tension.